There's only 8. How many students? Oh, I can't see. Hello, everyone. We're just waiting for a few more students to join us, so we'll get started in a few minutes.
Recording in progress.
I'm sorry, I'm back. Liz, yesterday, did we inform the students that they were being recorded?
When they log in, it tells them that it is being recorded.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good afternoon, students. So while we're waiting for others to join us, if you can please go ahead and type in your name in the chat, because some of you have your name, some of you don't, on what we can see here. And we just want to make sure everyone gets credit for attending today. Okay, so it doesn't hold you back from getting your scholarship funds. Please enter your full name in the chat box. Thank you.
Recording in progress.
Okay, students, thank you so much. As you log in, please go ahead and enter your name into the chat box to make sure that we give you credit for attending and joining us today. Thank you so much. Ms. Marcela, we did have one student who let us know was not going to be able to join us, so we are still missing 9. I don't know if you want to get started or we keep waiting.
It's 1:07. Let's do it. Let's start at 1:10, give them 3 more minutes, because I really do appreciate that the students that are here and did log in, they logged in at the right time. So I don't want them to be waiting or held up either. So we have 14. How many participants? Do the participants include you and I and Megan? Oh, okay, so we have 11. We've got 2 minutes. We'll talk after what we're gonna do about the other 10 students, Megan. We're gonna do individual or try to have another one. Okay, Megan? Can't hear me, listen. I guess nobody can hear me. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Your camera's frozen. We just let your internet catch up. Can you hear us?
Okay, now I can.
Okay.
Megan? Okay, yeah, I couldn't hear you all. Okay, so we'll talk about what we're gonna do with the other 10. We're gonna get started in 1 minute, students, so Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. First of all, thank you so much for logging in on time. We are very, very happy to be meeting with you again. As Liz had mentioned, this will be your orientation. Please pay attention. That way you can make sure that you get your funds that you will need. Again, congratulations, and we are so very proud. Liz, will you go ahead and start, please?
Yes, ma'am, of course. Thank you. Everyone, my name is Liz Elizabeth Dodd, and I'm the coordinator for the Isleta Education Foundation. We also have Megan Salazar joining us. She's the secretary for YEF, and Marcela was our board president. She is our board president. So we're proud part of a huge board that's part that works to raise this money for you all to give scholarships to Isleta ISD students. And you all were fortunate enough to receive the highest scholarship that we had was $5,000 from the Hunt Family Foundation. So thank you so much for joining us today. It shouldn't take too long. I am going to do the presentation in English. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask us in Spanish. And my Spanish is so, okay? So I'll do my best to answer in Spanish, and maybe Miss Marcela can help me. You can also enter your questions in the chat box, and we'll do our best to assist you. But we just want to give you some information on how this scholarship is going to work, how you can use a scholarship, what you can use it for, how to request your money. And I know that many of you are already registered at EPCC, ready to start your semester. I hope you're excited, but also it's a little scary, right? So hopefully giving you this information will help kind of relieve that and will help get you going, get you started so you can start your first semester of college on a good note. So I'm going to be switching back and forth between a presentation, between the forms. I know that Megan already emailed you the forms that you need. So we're gonna go over all of those forms so that we can explain what they're for. So I'll go ahead and start with the presentation. Okay, so welcome, of course, number one, for being here with us today. We had already introduced ourselves, and if you haven't yet, please go ahead and type in your name in the chat box so we can make sure that we give you proper credit for joining us today. And the forms that we're going to go over were emailed to you, so if you can please save that email and save those forms so you can get them returned to us. So first we want to just give you our information on social media so that this is another way that you can stay in touch with us. We have a Facebook page, a Twitter page, and even on Instagram. Miss Megan takes care of that because I don't know how to use Instagram, but she knows how to do it. And then we also have a website. So we have the YEF Scholarship website, and I'm actually gonna switch to that so that I can show you where we have these forms and some other information on our website. Okay, so now over here on our website, we have what the tab applications and forms is where you would go, where you can also download your disbursement form. Okay, your Hunt disbursement form, where which is pretty much kind of like your cover letter when you're requesting your money. Okay, so you have the one that we emailed you, but in case you lose that email or something happens, then you can always go to our website to also download that form. Okay, that would be shown down here. This second one specifically for the Hunt students. Okay, this is the one that you would use. And then this presentation, the PowerPoint presentation, is also here so that you can always refer back to it in case you need to. So if you can't take notes right now, it's okay. You can always go back to this website and download this presentation so you can get the details of the information. And I also wanted to share with you, we're already getting prepared for the next senior class for their scholarships. And I wanted to show you this right here. It's just a link to additional scholarship opportunities, because even though you're already college students, you can still apply for other scholarships to help you. Okay, you can receive your financial aid, you can receive this Hunt scholarship, and you can still get other scholarships to help you pay for your expenses at college. So when you click on this link, right now I don't have a lot available. We just started with the new year adding new scholarships here, and I've been researching to find more. And so this is what I have for the end of this month. You can still apply for these scholarships here in July. And then I have a section for August where I'm already listing some of these scholarships. So of course, with the school district, we're focusing on our current school district students, but many of these are also available to current college freshmen, which you all are now. You're already college students. And then I'm going to start September. So this is a website that I update weekly, and so it's very good habit to get into, to check that website every once in a while, at least once a month, to see what new scholarships I've posted on there that you can apply for. Okay, so let me go.
Liz, yes, students, please, as Liz said, go back and apply for those additional funds. There's a lot of money out there. All you need to do is apply for it. But there's no reason why you should be stressed or your parents should be stressed, because there's a lot of resources. And if you have any questions, you can always go to the counselor at UTEP as well, Liz.
I'm sorry, say that one more
They
time.
can also go to the counselor at UTEP. She has additional resources.
They're at EPCC.
Oh,
I
EPCC.
believe they have a financial aid office that can maybe provide you with some information on, as well on scholarships, but I'm not sure 100%.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and continue with the presentation. Let me go back to that. And so the first form I want to go over is called a biography form. Okay, this is a form that you're going to provide us with your information, your most updated information, because for example, your YISD email does not work anymore, right? So we need your most updated email, a cell phone number, some contact information, emergency contact information, and of course, well, we do know what college you're going to. You're going to PCC, but what are you going to major in? You know, and if you had dual credit, maybe you're going to graduate early. So is it going to take you 2 years or maybe 1 year and a half? You know, how much time do you expect to be there at EPCC? Because that helps us in planning to make sure that you get to utilize this scholarship to the 100%. And then that biography form also has a section for a thank you note. Okay. We want to definitely write a thank you to the Hunt Family Foundation and to Mr. Hunt for providing us with this money, for providing you with this scholarship. So please take some time to write a thank you note, and we'll send that to him and to the foundation. We also provided you with some guidelines for the thank you note, because some students, you know, don't know what they want to write. And so let me switch right now to that form so that we can go over what I was talking about. Okay, this is a biography form, so you fill it out with your most updated information, your emergency contact information, and then here is where you can type in your thank you note to Mr. Hunt. If this is not enough space, please feel free to use like a Word document, and then you can just attach it to the email when you send these documents back to us. Okay, and then the thank you note guidelines or instruction page. This is just to give you some idea of what you want to write. You know, are you the first in your family to attend college? Maybe do you work? You know, you can let Mr. Hunt know if you work part-time, hopefully not full-time because that's too much. You need to be in school full-time. But do you work part-time? Do you have family who supports you? What are your plans after graduating from EPCC, for example? And then how to kind of format that thank you note. Okay, so hopefully this helps. So let me now go back to the presentation. Sorry, I told you there was going to be a lot of flipping back and forth. So to request the funds, we gave you a disbursement form, the one that I had mentioned earlier. That's going to be like your cover page when you want to request some money, okay? And all of your documents that we're going to request from you, you can either email them or bring them in person to our office. The YEF office is located in the YISD central office building. It's on the corner of McCray and Sims. But if you're not able to come, then please just feel free to email it. That's perfectly fine if you email us the documents. And Megan actually receives that and reviews it. And if she has any questions or we're missing documents, she'll let you know right away so that you can get anything else that we need turned in. Once we have all the documents that we need, then a request usually takes about 2 weeks for us to process. And for the most part, the checks are made to EPCC and we mail them directly to EPCC, to our point of contact that we have there, to make sure that the scholarship is processed quickly as they possibly can, to make sure that it's applied to your account so that it's paid towards your tuition. Okay. So the scholarship funds, you did receive a total of $5,000, right? But that's divided over 4 semesters at EPCC. So the maximum that you can request each semester is $1,250 that you can request to go towards tuition. So the funds you have to start using them this fall 2021 semester. If for some reason you're not able to start in the fall, just stay in touch with us, contact us as soon as possible, let us know what the situation is, and we can try and request for the scholarship to be held for you until you return. We've had those kinds of situations where students aren't able to start right away for whatever reason, but it has to get approved by the YEF board and the Hunt Foundation to hold that money for you until you come back. So that's why it's very important. I gave you the social media sites. We're going to give you our email, our phone number, our address, everything, so that you can make sure that you stay in touch with us regularly. Every semester, we expect to hear from you to make sure that you're on track. And if for some reason you're not, you got a little off track, just let us know and we can figure out how to get you back on track. Okay. To be eligible to request this money, you must be enrolled at EPCC. Okay, this scholarship is only allowed to be used at El Paso Community College, and you must be enrolled for a minimum of 12 hours. Okay, that's full time at EPCC. You also must maintain a 2.5 GPA after your first semester. So that's overall average of all the grades that you get each semester, a 2.5. There are times when students are not able to attend full time, and I'm not saying that's okay, but maybe we can request that the YEF board and the Hunt Foundation work with you, because maybe you're in a special degree program like nursing or something, and they only allow you to take 10 hours. We've had some students, for some reason, they can only take those 10 hours, not anymore. Then we can get approval, we can request approval for you to use a scholarship for those 10 hours, but that way you can stay on the scholarship. And then the next semester you go back to the 12 hours. And for the GPA as well. Sometimes we've had students, had a problem with a class and they went down below the 2.5 GPA. You do receive 1 probationary semester where you can still get the scholarship even though you didn't meet the 2.5 GPA. We just want expect like a little explanation of what happened and what your plans are to make sure you get back on track and get your GPA back up. Okay. And the documents that we're going to require are the disbursement form that I had showed you earlier, but we'll go back to it in just a minute. A copy of your class schedule, just to see that you are enrolled full-time. Your tuition statement, which is your invoice, your bill from EPCC that shows the total amount that they're charging you for your tuition. And then after your first semester, we're also going to need a transcript from EPCC. All of these documents do not have to be official documents from EPCC. When you log into your EPCC account, you're able to print copies, and you don't have to print it. If you can't print, just save them as a PDF file, an electronic file, and you can email it to us. That's why we want to leave the option for you to email the documents to us. It's a lot easier. So if you don't have access to a printer, then it's okay. You just save it as a PDF and email everything to us. Okay. We're also, well, let me stop there and go to the disbursement form so we can take a look at that. Okay. So this is the disbursement form. This is like your cover letter. Whenever you submit a request, you're going to fill this out with your information. The student ID is your EPCC ID number. Okay, so make sure that you put, it usually starts with an 8, right, Megan? An 800 or 888 student ID number, your address, city zip, your email. The year awarded would be 2021 because you are 2021 Hunt Scholarship recipients. The amount requested, remember that's $1,250, and it would be payable to El Paso Community College, okay, or EPCC. And you can use this for tuition. We do have an option for books here, but usually it's just a lot easier just to apply it towards your tuition, okay? And then you would sign and date it, and this is your cover letter that you would submit to us. Let me go back to the presentation real quick. Okay. And the next document would be the EPCC records release form. This is, I'll go back to it right now. This is a form that you would fill out and sign and give to us to give us permission to contact EPCC, because in 2 years, we want to see how many of you have graduated. Did you transfer maybe to a 4-year university, maybe to UTEP? We want to see how you're doing so we can also let the Hunt Foundation know, of your successes, because we definitely want to celebrate with you. We also request a photo information release form. Because we're taking, your thank you notes, we're getting pictures from you. And when you graduate, we want to celebrate that. And we might put you on our Facebook page, and say, look at our Hunt recipient that just graduated from EPCC. And so that release form allows us to do that, with your photos and your thank you notes. Let me go to those forms real quick.
I'm gonna send the email to them as well. For the new.
So we had initially in your first email about this presentation, we sent you a records release form that was incorrect. Okay, the one that we sent you was for the other recipients of the YEF scholarships that are going to other universities like UTEP or Texas Tech, and this one is the one that we should have sent you, that is specifically for El Paso Community College. So Megan is going to go ahead and email this form to you in a few minutes. So this is the one that is the one for you all to submit to us, where it gives us permission to contact EPCC to see to get updates on your progress. And then this is the release form for the photo release and the information release for, like I said, for use if we want to promote you on our website, on our Facebook pages, on our social media and stuff like that.
So Liz, students. So as Liz mentioned, we want to share the information with other students, other recipients, and with the community. So if you're having a really good day or something really fantastic happened to you during school, please let us know. Just let us know and we'll put it in our newsletter. Um, that's why we need your picture. We'll put it in other areas where the students can read it. And I mean, you can share. Also with the Hunt family, if you could please, I'm sure that Liz will provide you with the email address for the Hunt family. Please, please, please. It's it's okay for us to say thank you to Mr. Hunt, but it's really nice. He really appreciates when you all say thank you, or you all say, well, you know what happened to me today, Mr. Hunt, or just little, I'm not asking for a whole paragraph, maybe a sentence or two, once a month, just so he understands and sees that you are very grateful for the monies. Because $5,000, that's quite a bit of money. And they chose you, each one of you, to receive these monies. So please keep that in mind. And when you're going to school, and if you have any questions, also you can reach out to Liz. And if she can't get the answer, she'll research it and get back with you. But it's very important that you are engaged with the donor. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Thank you, Ms. Marcella. We'll go ahead and get back to the presentation. So there's some additional things I wanted to go over. EPCC is going to send you an invoice, that bill, that tuition statement we were talking about. So we've had this problem in the past where Hunt recipients were being charged way too much for their tuition. So you want to take a look at that carefully and make sure that they're charging you in-state tuition, okay? If they charge you out-of-state tuition, it's going to be like $3,000 or $4,000, and that's way too much. Right now, tuition at EPCC should be around $1,600, maybe a little bit more if you take 12 hours. If you take more hours, like 15 hours or 18 hours, then of course that's going to be a little bit more, maybe around $2,000. So you want to make sure that they are charging you correctly, okay, for the 12 hours that you're enrolled for. And also, hopefully you all applied for financial aid. You got help with maybe some grants, and make sure those grants are listed correctly and are going to be paid out to help with your tuition as well. Okay, so for financial aid, you can also get Pell Grants, Texas Grants. That's free money to help you. If you haven't applied for your financial aid yet, you still have time. Okay, you can still do it. They'll still process that application for you, because you want to make sure that you get as much money as possible to help you with your tuition, with your books, with your living expenses. It helps you with all of that, everything that you need to survive to go to school. So it's very important that you apply for everything. I also heard from the financial aid people there at EPCC that they are providing either $500 or $700 to students through the new CARES Act from the federal government money. And so keep an eye on that. I don't know exactly how you apply for that, but that is something that you have to apply for. So keep an eye on your EPCC email, because that's what they'll do. They'll email all the students, let them know, okay, there's some money available. It's first come, first serve. Whoever requests it first until it finishes up. So make sure you're one of those first ones to apply for that CARES Act money. I did find out that your payment deadline is August 9th. Okay, so what does that mean? August 9th is in like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and it takes us like 2 weeks to process, right? So what does that mean? It means we need you to get these documents back to us as soon as possible to make sure that we get it processed, we get your checks ready, we get them signed, and then we can mail them out to EPCC. If they're back in the offices, I don't even know if they're back yet, but if they are, then I'll just go and drop them off to the right person. Make sure they get them as soon as possible. But we can't do anything until you all turn in those documents to us, okay? So if you're already registered, then print your copy of your schedule. If you already got your bill from EPCC, just print that out for us too, or save it electronically, and then fill out all these documents, the disbursement form, the records release forms, the photo release form, and what else did we give them? That's it, right? Yeah, the records release, the photo release, information release, and the disbursement form. Get all of those forms back to us as soon as possible so we can start working on processing the money for you. And then your first day of school is August 23rd, okay? I also wanted to let you know that EPCC does a great job in helping students transition from high school to college, and they have this center that's called the First Year Experience Center. I mean, this is something that all of you should go to. You should reach out to them. You should go visit them. You should call them because they're gonna be the ones that help you, advisors, counselors, staff from EPCC that are going to help you figure out your way through your first year there at EPCC. And I found that they're having a virtual welcome week for everyone. Okay, so for all of you on August 16th at 8 a.m. So you go to this website. Let me see if I can bring it up for you. And we might as well take a look at it right now. One second, let me switch. Where is this new one? Here. Okay, so this is, I can't see it fully. This is the First Year Experience website at EPCC. And so here they have advisors, they have counselors that you can meet with. This is how you contact them. These are their online hours. And so what you can do is even right now, you can go and connect with them virtually. You just hit the Connect Now button and you can visit with these advisors so that they can help you. If you have questions about your schedule, you need to change your schedule or something, or the classes don't look right, or you look at your tuition statement and something's wrong, you know, they're charging you too much. These are the people you can reach out to help you figure out how to fix these things or how to navigate what you need. If you're not sure where a class is, I'm not sure where is this building that they're telling me to go to for class, you know, you can ask them. And so when you go to this website, this is where you can register for that August 16th event that they're having for all first year students.
But Liz, they don't go to they actually don't go to the campus. They can just go online, correct?
For what?
For to attend this, the first week, whatever.
This one says
yes.
online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The classes are in person, I think. But you can connect with them virtually when you need to. Yes, so I just wanted to show you that real quick. I think it's a good resource for our students at EPCC to have, and I hope you all take advantage of those advisors and those counselors to help you through your first year. Okay, and just like we had said before, ask us questions. We're here to help you through this first, we're here to help you for 2 years with the scholarship. And so if you have any questions about it, or not sure about how to turn something in or what documents you need, give us a call and let us know. You can reach us. We're at 9600 Sims, which is on the corner of McCray and Sims at the district central office building. We're on the first floor, the very bottom first floor where the theater is. That's where our office is. This is our phone number. This is our email. So reach out to us whenever you have any questions about your scholarship, about your forms, about anything at EPCC. We'll try and find out. We know some people over there at EPCC, and we can try and get you some answers. So basically that's it for our meeting and our presentation today. But if you all have any questions about how to use this scholarship or how to, questions on anything, we're gonna stick around here for a few minutes. And we do have some questions coming in. Okay, Mija, so Viviana, you don't have to change your classes. All you would have to do is add more classes. Okay, so take a look at your schedule. You can reach out to your academic advisor or this first year center to figure out what other classes you can possibly take. And so if you're registered for 2 classes, they're 3 hours each, so you're enrolled for 6 hours, then you just have to add 2 more classes to get to the 12 hours, okay? Unless there's a specific reason why you're part-time, then we'd have to take a look and see if the Hunt Foundation would approve you to stay part-time, okay? There are sometimes students that have a very good reason why they're not able to attend full-time. It just won't be an automatic approval. It's just something that we'll just have to go through the YEF board and through the Hunt board to get it approved, okay? Are there any other questions? We're here.
We have another student join.
Okay, and like I had mentioned earlier, if you missed any part of this presentation or you want to refer back to it, it is available on the YEF website. Megan, can you give them the YEF website on the chat? And that way, if you ever need to reach back or look back at the information that we provided, you want to contact that first year center and you don't know how to, you forgot what their phone number was, it's on that website that we're going to share with you, the YEF website, under the Hunt orientation presentation. Okay. The email that you email the documents is, let me type that in as well. It's yef@yisd.net. Oh, Megan answered that already. Okay, thank you, Megan. Okay, and if there are any other questions, we're here to help. You can also unmute yourselves and ask away. Whatever you're more comfortable with. Okay.
So if there aren't any questions, we'd just like to say thank you again for being a part of the orientation. The young ladies, Liz and Megan, are always there to help. Just send them an email. And we wish you all the best. We know that you're going to succeed and make us proud. Again, if you would just send us a little email once in a while, just to make sure you're okay. And of course, to Mr. Hunt and his family. And again, God bless you. And we're very, very proud of you. Is that it, Megan, Liz? I can hear you.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
If you don't have any questions, you're free to leave the meeting. I'm sure you all have very busy days, things to get back to, and start preparing those documents. Okay, start filling everything out and email it to us as soon as you can so we can get those checks to EPCC as soon as possible so we can pay your tuition for you. Okay.
Thanks, everybody. Go look for extra money too on that list that Liz provided you. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Hi, I do have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
How does it work if you're getting the GI Bill?
We still gotta do information.
We're still gonna issue you the scholarship.
Oh, that's the main way.
That is something that the financial aid office will have to deal with once they get the scholarship. I think what they'll do is just have the GI Bill cover the difference. but you can ask them how specifically that's going to work. I don't know,
Mhm.
you know, in detail what they would do, but I believe that's how it would happen. You have something that's called the cost of attendance, and that's not just tuition, that's everything. All the money you need for books, for living, for transportation, for your supplies. And so they'll have the scholarship pay your tuition or part of your tuition, right? The majority. And then the GI Bill will probably cover everything else, your books, your supplies, all that stuff. So the last time we had looked at a bill for one of the students, I think the cost of attendance was like 15,000 or 16,000 a semester. And so, you know, tuition's only $1,600. So the rest of that is everything else that you need: food, housing, supplies. And so the GI Bill, I believe, helps you with all of the rest of that. Okay. So
Because
mhm.
I did talk to the school a while ago because for my financial aid, and they did tell me that I was on suspension for a semester because of something that my high school messed up. So that's why I was just asking.
um I'm not sure how you could be suspended already before you
Yeah,
even started.
that's
That doesn't
what
make
that's what I was thinking because at I went to Isleta High School, and well, they have the early college there, and I was taking a dual credit class my junior year.
yes.
That year, I got out of that class, and I had asked them, well, will it affect me when I start at EPCC or whatever college? And they told me no.
Okay.
And I didn't even know. I didn't get an email, nothing. And then that's when the one of the ladies told me, they're like, oh, well, you're on suspension for a semester. And I was like, oh, what? Like, I never even knew this. Like,
Okay. So I think I know what they're talking about. It's not suspension from school. You can still attend EPCC, but you're on suspension from financial aid.
okay.
Okay. And so that just means that one semester you're going to have to pay everything yourself
Mhm.
out of pocket. You won't be able to get the Pell Grant. You won't be able to get stuff like that. But you have the scholarship, so that's going to pay the majority. And if you have the GI Bill, you should still be eligible for that, whether you're on suspension from financial aid.
Yeah, but they were telling me that I wouldn't be able to use the GI Bill until September. That's like the like that's how long they take for me to be able to get the actual.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's the federal government, Mija. They take forever. So like that's normal, unfortunately. But you have the scholarship, no matter what. Okay, you have the scholarship. So the scholarship doesn't cover everything. You know, say, how much is your tuition? Do you know?
No, I
No,
do.
let's say it's 1,600 and 1,250 is a scholarship. So you have $350 balance. So ask the financial aid office or ask the that first year center,
Mhm.
what are your options? Can you get on a payment plan? Can you pay the 1,250 and then put the 300, $400 on a payment plan, and hopefully by September you get your GI Bill and that covers it,
Okay.
you know? But you already made plans with them. You already made a payment schedule set up with them so they won't drop you.
Okay.
Okay, but the majority is covered with this scholarship. And so just make sure that the rest is going to be covered somehow at some point.
Okay.
But make sure you're just, you're set up, you know, with a payment plan so that they will see that so they won't drop you from your classes.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
And then the spring semester, hopefully that's your probation, your suspension period, whatever they call it. And then you get your financial aid and everything back in the spring.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. So that's good. You got the scholarship because yeah. So make sure you get all those documents turned in as soon as possible. Okay.
Okay.
And
And
then
I
we'll
chose
figure
a
out the
scholarship
rest.
over another scholarship out of state. I was like, I want to get this scholarship instead of the other one I got, because the other one I got 60,000, but I didn't take it. I took this one.
Oh, wow. To go
to
where? The other,
Ohio?
where?
To Ohio?
Oh, no, there's nothing in Ohio. No, I'm kidding. I want to go.
Everyone's like, stay home. And I was like, no, I want to go. And then I was like, no, I'm going to miss El Paso. I got to stay here.
Well, you can stay for 2 years and then go transfer to Ohio.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
We'll do it that way, but we're here to help if you have any other questions, and let us know.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.